Alright, what's going on, guys? It's Jev, and, okay, Bondi. The Black Ops 4 reveal happened just a couple hours ago. I was trying to sit around and wait a little bit, but it looks like people aren't going to have, like, actual raw gameplay up for at least a couple more hours, so in that amount of time, it's going to be pretty late, so I'm going to probably just analyze some more tonight. Maybe make another video expanding on it if I feel like, you know, I missed a lot more than, you know, usual, especially since we're going to actually see sniper gameplay that people have captured. Agony says he has some. Sprat and Pomage are also going to have some. When I initially watched the trailer, I went in already, like, praying. Like, the first thing that I was thinking in my head, is it boots on the ground? And they answered it pretty quickly in the trailer, except one of the guys actually has like a grappling hook that's paired with his specialist or some shit like that, but I can't imagine it would be too problematic. And if it is, it'll probably get nerfed anyway, and you know, just certain things that it can attach to or whatever if they find a problem with it. No, honestly, the best way that I could describe looking at it anyway, it looks a lot like Black Ops 3, even though sometimes when I was, you know, watching the zombie stuff and even some of the multiplayer stuff that they showed, some of the cinematics and just the way that certain things moved looked a lot different, and I would actually describe it to look more like, I guess, Rainbow Six, which I don't really have a problem with, but I just didn't expect Call of Duty to really give me that feel, but it did. So yeah, they definitely did confirm the Battle Royale mode. I can make a whole video talking about that. Thoughts on Battle Royale? I'm still kind of on the fence on, you know, how it's gonna work, but it seems like, at least some of the information that we've got, could potentially have up to 140 people in the Battle Royale. A lot of the issues that Call of Duty has always run into and had an issue, you know, keeping high FPS with a certain amount of players and all sorts of shit. But somehow, I mean, that's what it seems like it's hinting towards anyway. If it's any lower than, shit, 50 players, I can't even consider that a Battle Royale mode. Not when we have games that feed you just like 90 plus. So many things that happen in this trailer, so it mainly looks a lot like Black Ops 3 without all of the advanced movement and stuff like that. Even some of the armor looks that way. I'm not sure exactly, you know, what time period this occurs in, like in the storyline. Some people are saying between Black Ops 2 and 3. Some people were thinking like maybe it's after Black Ops 3. I'm not really sure how, you know, that's gonna go, but there were those rumors talking about Modern Warfare 2 Remastered. Let's just say that really quick. Didn't say anything about Modern Warfare 2 Remastered. The only thing that they said anything relating to, I don't know, anything other than the actual base game is that there will be a private beta. And if you pre-order now, it will be there. I have no idea when it is, but that's what it said at the end of one of the trailers. So, said the pre-order for a private beta. And since the game is coming out, you know, a month earlier, I'm assuming we're probably going to get that beta earlier too. On top of that, the beta, what is it going to test? Is the beta going to test, like, strictly multiplayer? Is it going to be testing the Battle Royale? Is it going to be both? How much information can they really get from maybe a weekend or two? I don't know. So I would say one of the, if not the biggest change to this game is that usually in Call of Duty, whenever you get shot, it's very likely that you're going to die, especially in games like Modern Warfare 2. You die in about 2 to 3 bullets on average. Depending on where you get shot and, you know, the kill streaks and stuff, they delete you instantly and all that stuff. You usually don't have much of a chance if, you know, somebody has the jump on you. Obviously, you can win those kinds of gunfights, but more often than not, if you get caught off guard on Call of Duty, you're going to die very quickly. That's part of the reason why I actually really like Black Ops 1, because it took more bullets to kill people, and it kind of mattered exactly how you were shooting somebody. Now, obviously, you've always done more damage whenever you shot people in, like, the upper chest / head area, compared to, like, into the stomach or something. From what I've been hearing, it's like Black Ops 1, maybe even a little bit longer, a tiny, teeny bit longer, maybe 1 extra bullet, so not sure exactly how many bullets that is. I'm gonna assume less than 8, more than 4, actually kill somebody on this game, it seems like. Even just looking at the trailer, though, even after I say that, it's not like it takes a million bullets to kill somebody. It seems like people still, that time to kill it's pretty quick. It's just long in Call of Duty terms, I should say. Everybody will know more when they actually get to see gameplay and stuff on it, see exactly how long it takes to kill. Also, considering the health, now we don't have the auto health regen. Say, for example, somebody shoots me right now, I'm probably gonna be like half HP, maybe be like 60% HP or so after I get shot once. Usually, I would have to sit around for, let's say, 4 to 6 seconds or so. I think it takes 5 seconds currently in World War II, but say 4 to 6 seconds or so to regen your HP. In this game, there is no auto health regen. You have to use like this stim pack thing that you just stick in your arm, and it will instantly heal you. So there's this tactical thing of choosing whether you want to be, you know, healing or not at the time. Apparently, it takes about like less than a second to actually stick yourself with it too, according to some of the people that have been playing that I know that are there. It takes less than a second, maybe a full second, to just stick yourself real quick and you're back in. A lot of people were worried that, you know, this whole time to kill deal and with this weird manual health regen thing, it would slow down the game a lot, but technically, I mean, it can actually speed the game up if you can choose when you want to be healed, because you don't need to sit there and wait for the regen. You can just stim and go. So that may actually speed the game up. I'm not entirely sure, obviously, because I haven't played the game, nor have I seen gameplay, and on top of that, a lot of the gameplay at events tend to be a little bit different from your actual normal experience once, you know, the public gets a hold of the game. Everything changes. What else? I didn't see much sniper stuff, but obviously there's going to be a sniper in the game. I'm going to assume, looking down at the kill feed anyway, it looks a lot like Black Ops 3's kill feed, which is okay with me. It does look like you can get a 6 on, like it seems like a lot of the kills will actually appear on the side of the screen like on this. Once that shit blows up, look how many kills just stack up on the screen at once. 6 or 7 right there on Modern Warfare 2. I'm not exactly sure how fast the sniper rifles are going to be shooting either. Just so many thoughts in my head. Like, I can't imagine the sniper rifle shooting very slow, nor does the kill feed seem faster than usual. I could watch it over and maybe do that whole step-by-step breaking it down kind of thing, but as you can see with World War II, a lot of that stuff can change. You know, kill feed time can change, but Treyarch has always usually been around the same amount of time, so I don't really see them switching it up too much. But it's still Call of Duty. I don't really know how else to describe it. This is probably the biggest change to Call of Duty since all the exo movement and shit. It's different, but I still think everything will play pretty similar. It could very well be a pretty fast-paced game. It seems like it is, but I mean, all these trailers are always taking highlights with a shit ton of things going on screen, so you never really know until you really start playing it and see exactly how the maps are laid out and what spots on the map that people like to hang out at. It really depends on how the community takes to the map. Because, for example, the difference between Modern Warfare 2 and 3, Terminal is on both of them, but they are played very, very differently. And yes, there's different weapons and stuff, but there's also just different hotspots. Modern Warfare 3 Terminal does not play like Modern Warfare 2 Terminal. If you played them both, you know that. It just seriously depends on, you know, however people are going to play on the maps. And usually Treyarch usually is making good maps. So, also the biggest thing for me is fucking color. That's a big fucking deal, because just appeal to more people in general, because not that many people want to have like this whole depressing tone over a game, especially after playing it for the amount of time that you do on Call of Duty. People clocking 40, 50 days in the first year. The whole depressing tone and stuff, and everything's just kind of gray and depressing. There's really no other way to explain it. It makes it really difficult to sit around and play it, just because aesthetically, even though it's realistic, it does fit the setting, it still kind of just takes its toll on you mentally. So it's really, really good to have color. Thumbnails and everything will look super nice. Gameplays will always be nice and pretty. That's good for montages. It's just good in general to have color like that. Obviously, it's really difficult for World War II to kind of bring color in to make it look appealing that way without being depressing. Although I do think Battlefield 1 does a really good job of taking a really depressing setting and making it look really good. Specialists are back. They all seem like they have new abilities and stuff, so it just seems like there's a lot more emphasis on team play in the game as well. But I really don't think that's going to take away from the casual stuff too much, but it'll really shine through, especially in like league play and stuff like that and competitive. I think all of those elements are seriously going to shine in those modes specifically. I don't think it'll be insanely overbearing or different when it comes to just like, you know, a normal 5v5 or 6v6 TDM. I mean, this has been Call of Duty for I don't know how many years at this point, but people have been asking for change for a really long time. They get change, but not the change that they want. It's just never really done right in people's eyes, and I'm starting to wonder if it's ever even really possible. A good amount of people are actually saying that they just don't like the game right out of the game. Some people were off when they heard no campaign and shit like that, but me, I don't really give a fuck about campaign. It's not to be insensitive towards the people that do care about the campaign, but for me, it's, you know, just not a big deal. It's not gonna stop me from buying it. I have to see how the Battle Royale works. It seems like a lot of the gameplay that people are recording, I'm not sure if they're recording the Battle Royale mode or anything like that. Oh yeah, by the way, it's called Blackout. Not really sure what I'm gonna call it on a normal basis when I play it, but don't know if I want to call it BO. It just kind of is weird. Don't know if I want to actually call it Blackout or if I just call it BR. I don't know. Apparently the map that they have it on is like 1,500 times bigger than Nuketown or some shit like that, which seems like a pretty, you know, sizable map. See though, in the grand scheme of everything, seeing exactly how you can move around and how long it takes you to go from one side of the map to the other, and storms / gas and just everything. There's so much information we don't know about that. I don't really like to speculate on that too much because they didn't really expand too deeply about it. Looks like you can slide, but there is no exo movement or anything like that, so kind of another thing that you can use to, I don't know. I think, what was it, Ghost that had like a knee slide or something like that? It's pretty similar to that. That is one of the worst things I've ever seen in my fucking life. Shit, I mean, I don't even know what else. But yeah, one huge move that they made over on PC. Usually Call of Duty on PC, it just never really gets the support that it needs. Call of Duty has never really been known to be a PC game. It's always been known to be, you know, competitive over on console and all that stuff. Obviously, you know, I'm playing Call of Duty right now on PC, but it's just because it's good old IW4X, so. It partnered up with Blizzard, and now Black Ops 4 is going to be on Battle.net's, you know, app and all that other stuff, and you launch the game through there, which is actually pretty nice and huge for Call of Duty because I've heard heard mainly good things from the people that I know that are playing it. Snipers and people that go for their gameplays and all that other kind of stuff. I know a lot of the people that are there, and I'd say it's like 90% positive. There's a couple of the changes that seem kind of weird and that, you know, people need to get used to, but people only had like 3 games or something like that to play, so maybe other people got more than others, but some of the people that I know could only get like 3 games. So there's just so much happening at once that, you know, you can't really absorb and process all of it at once until you look back at gameplay. A lot of people are like, oh yeah, I'm not gonna get hyped. Look exactly what happened to World War II. The issue with World War II is that kind of became the cool thing to hate it, and that's kind of the Call of Duty's thing in general at this point, but public opinion, it can always kind of exaggerate how bad something is. This is why it just so happens whenever we're playing the current year Call of Duty, for example, as we were playing year 1 Black Ops 2, none of us realized that we're currently playing one of the greatest Call of Duties ever created. We didn't know exactly how bad or good things can get. And this is why we always have this thing where we end up going back to, you know, the previous year, going back to old Call of Duties when we didn't appreciate them at that time. Everybody likes to sit there and act like that they appreciated the game in that moment, but they were probably shit-talking at year 1 as well. This is what happens. It's a Call of Duty cycle, but we have the power to determine whether or not we enjoy this game. If we sit around and be negative about it right off the start, it doesn't even have a chance. So I'm keeping an open mind about it. I genuinely don't even think the game will be that different from, you know, Call of Duty as we know it. There's the whole stim thing, and I think that'll be the biggest change for me, in my opinion. And I'm happy to hear about a longer time to kill, because I loved Black Ops 1, so if it's anywhere even close to that, I'll enjoy that. It gives more opportunities, and I mean, at this point, I'm just rambling and saying shit that I've already said in just a different way, so I'm just gonna stop it here. We'll see once people start posting their gameplay, and shit, there's probably gonna be people that already have gameplay up by the time you're seeing this video, so I'll see what I see in there and see if it's something, you know, it's worth talking about again. Or let me know what you guys think down in the comment section. Are you gonna hold judgment until, you know, the beta actually starts and you get to play it yourself? Are you just damning it from the start? Are you just blindly hyped? Let me know. Anyway, yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. My most recent videos are popping up on the screen here. Leave a like if you guys enjoyed, and yeah, it's been Jev, guys. Later.